5 conversation starters. When your child refuses to move out, if you are watching this video, you probably already know how hard it is to start the conversation with your adult child about moving out. The moment you bring it up, you might get rolled eyes, silence, or a defensive argument. You may even feel yourself backing down, thinking, maybe it is better not to stir the pot today. But the reality is, without open conversations, nothing will ever change. So today I want to share with you 5 gentle but powerful conversation starters you can use when your adult child refuses to move out. These are not tricks, and they are not manipulations. They are respectful ways of opening the door to dialogue without starting a war in your own living room. The first conversation starter is about the future. Instead of asking, "When are you moving out?" which immediately creates pressure, try saying, "How do you see your life 1 year from now? What would you like it to look like?" This shifts the focus from what they are not doing to what they actually want. Most adult children don't want to feel stuck either, but they avoid the topic because it feels overwhelming. By talking about dreams and possibilities, you invite them to imagine themselves independent, instead of cornering them into defending why they are still at home. The second conversation starter is about responsibility. You can say, "What would independence mean for you right now? What would change in your life if you had your own place?" This question gently nudges them to think about adult responsibilities. Budgeting, cleaning, cooking, paying bills, without you sounding like you are lecturing. It is not about accusing them of being irresponsible. It is about making them reflect on what adulthood actually involves. Sometimes just hearing themselves answer can spark an awareness that things cannot stay the same forever. The third conversation starter is about feelings. Instead of hiding your emotions behind sarcasm or frustration, share them honestly but without blame. Try, "I love having you here, but I also feel torn. I need more privacy and space, and I don't know how to balance that." This is powerful because you are not attacking them, you are expressing vulnerability. Most children, even when they act distant, don't want to see their parents hurting. When you speak from your heart, you open a door for empathy. You are showing them that moving out is not about rejection. It is about two people needing to grow in different ways. The fourth conversation starter is about contributions. You might say, "Living here as an adult works better if we share responsibilities. What do you feel you could contribute each month financially or around the house?" Notice the wording. You are not demanding, you are inviting a conversation. This is a way to introduce the concept of rent or chores without sounding like you are punishing them. It also makes it clear that the current situation has to evolve. Even if they are not ready to move out yet, you are helping them step into adult accountability. And finally, the fifth conversation starter is about timing. You can ask, "If you imagine moving out, what kind of timeline feels realistic to you?" This question does two things. It makes them consider practical planning, and it shows them that you are not expecting an overnight miracle. Many children resist because they feel trapped between leave tomorrow and stay forever. By giving them permission to think in terms of months or years, you create a middle ground where movement becomes possible. Now let's be honest. None of these conversation starters guarantee that your child will suddenly pack their bags and leave. But what they do is shift the energy. They move you away from conflict and into connection. They stop the endless cycle of nagging, denial, and silence. And even if the first attempts don't lead to change, you are planting seeds. Every time you bring up these questions with respect, you remind your child that independence is both expected and possible. As a parent, you also need to prepare yourself emotionally. These conversations can be draining. You may hear excuses, defensiveness, or even anger. Stay calm. Remember that resistance is a sign of fear. Your child is not your enemy. Fear makes them cling tighter to the comfort of home. By keeping the dialogue open, you are teaching them that they can face fear with honesty instead of avoidance. So, let's recap the 5 starters. 1. Ask about their vision of the future. 2. Ask what independence means for them. 3. Share your feelings honestly. 4. Invite them to contribute as adults. 5. Ask what timeline they see as realistic. If you practice these conversations with patience and consistency, you will notice shifts over time. Your child may not move out tomorrow, but they will begin to think differently. And that is the beginning of change. Remember, at the Danish Reset, this is not about pushing your child out with anger. It is about helping you reclaim your role as a parent who can love deeply while setting boundaries firmly. It is about showing your child that independence is not something to fear, but something to grow into. Thank you for being here today. In the next video, I will share exactly how to set loving boundaries without creating conflict. So stay tuned, subscribe, and let's continue this journey together.